Okay, guys, so we're going to talk about interfaces, and interfaces is something that classes can implement, and like the methods and like variables inside that interface, the classes that implement that interface, they can like share those like methods and variables. So for where we're going to go is like create these animal classes, and these animal classes will implement uh an interface that has a method that some of these animals will share and some of these animals won't share. So this is what we're going to start with. We're going to do a can eat interface. So we'll do can eat .java, and we start off by doing public interface can eat. Okay. Now any variables that we put inside an interface. So if you were to do int x equals 5, this would be public static and final. So it can we can't really change it and stuff. And for methods that we put in, it would be a public and abstract. It would be a public abstract method. So we'll do public abstract, and we'll have it be a string method, and we'll call this method how to eat. And this method doesn't have any body. So pretty much anything that implements this interface, they will have this how to eat method. And pretty much if you were to and any variables, they will be uh they will, they will be public, static, and final. And then we do int x equals 5. Like yeah. So pretty much like that. You don't even have to include the static or final or public because it automatically assumes it for you. But anyway, we don't really need this. So now we're going to go to the have another file, main.java. So we do public class main, public static void main. Okay, so we'll put stuff inside this later on, so we'll just leave this empty for now. So down here, we'll start off by putting our first class. So we'll do an abstract class of animal. Okay, so we'll set up a string name. We can do a constructor, but I don't really know what to put inside the constructor. So we'll just leave an empty constructor like that. And uh, all animals shouldn't make noises. So we'll do public abstract. We'll put an abstract method. So string noise. Okay. So pretty much what I'm going to do is have all of these, all the animals extend this animal class, but not all animals will implement this can eat interface because uh, all animals make noises, but we don't really eat every single animal out there. So we'll do class chicken. And this will extend, so extends animal, the animal class, but chickens are eatable as well. So we'll implement. So if you put implements, the can eat interface. So we'll set up a constructor called chicken. I think I'm gonna give each animal a name. So we would put string name. Oh yeah, and then obviously you don't need to initialize it here. because since it extends to animal, animal already has a string name, a variable already in place. So we could just do string animal, and then do this dot name equals name. And let's see what else. So chickens are eatable. So we will do a how to eat method. So we do public, hold on. So public string how to eat. Oh wait, let me. Oh yeah, okay. So two is low. T is lowercase. How to eat, and we'll return. Let's see. Cook. Then we include the animal name, and then we'll put okay, and then and fry it. Okay, so that's how we're gonna eat the chicken, and then animal noise. So we do public string noise, and we'll return and we'll put the name of the animal. Then we put goes, and we'll make the sound of the animal. So like just like that. Okay, so we have our animal class. Then we have our chicken class. We'll put a fish class as well. So we'll do class fish. Oh yeah, and these all of these classes are not different files. They're all under the main.java file. So that's why I didn't put like public class or anything because this is all under the main.java file. So class fish extends animal, and it implements how to eat. We'll give the fish a name as well. So we'll do a fish constructor. So fish string name, and then we do this dot name equals name, and then we'll include a how to eat method. So public string. Oh wait, sorry, sorry, it was not the method's name. Sorry, the class name was can eat. Sorry, there we go. Okay, so how to eat, and we'll return uh catch. Then we'll put the fish name, and then we'll put and there we go. So that's how you eat the fish. And then we'll put fish sound. So public string noise. I don't really know what fishes make, so I'll just put the name of the fish. Go swim swim. Alright. So now we got the fish class done. We'll put one more class, which will be the lion class. So class lion, and lion will only extend to the animal class. Hold on, give me a sec. Sorry, my pen just died. There you go. Alright, but it does not implement the how to eat interface because obviously people don't usually eat lions. So we'll put a lion constructor string name. Again, this dot name equals name, and then we'll just include the noise method. So we'll do public string noise, and then we would do we would return the name of the lion goes, and there we go. Okay, and now the line one is done. So the reason I didn't have animal implement can eat class is because if we were to extend to animal, that an animal extends to the can eat, then we would have to add a can eat method inside the line class, because again, all of the methods in here, they're an abstract method. So the line class will have to include a can eat, how to eat method. So now we're gonna start calling everything. So we're gonna do this inside the main file. So I'm just gonna move everything down. So start just shifting everything down for now. All right. Okay. So this is what I'm gonna do. So I'll do an array. We're gonna have this array be an object. So it's kind of generic for now. And we'll do obj for object. And inside this array, there will be new, and we'll include the first animal, which was chicken. So the first class, so which is chicken, chicken, and the chicken one has a constructor that has to have a parameter that gets passed inside it. So we'll call so it has to be a name. So we'll call the chicken Ben. Okay, now that one's done. Now we have to, the next one we have to do is fish, because that was the next class, and we'll call the fish Bobby. And then we have the lion class at the end, and we'll call the lion one Tigery. All right, but I think it's just Y. Okay, or Tiggy, whatever. All right, so the array is now done. Now this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a for loop. So for int I equals 0, I has to be less than obj.length. So that way it's gonna iterate 3 times, and obviously we have to have I increase by 1 each time. Okay, so this is now what we're gonna do. We're gonna put an if statement. If one of these objects, the object I, is an instance of, so we put instance of the can eat interface, then we're gonna pretty much print out these methods. So if it's so pretty much if one of these classes belongs to the can eat interface, it'll have a how to eat method as well as a noise method. Okay, so the only two ones that fulfill this is the chicken and the fish, because they are instances of the can eat interface. So what we have to do is pretty much, for the how to eat one, since this belongs to the can eat interface, remember right now, so like if I is 0, that's gonna call in the new chicken one. So it's gonna be something like this: object obj is equal to new chicken, and then are the parameter that's passed in. The problem is this object, so we have to find a way to change it from object to can eat. So how we can do this is do a cast. So we do can eat. That way, we will be able to look into here, and then obviously we put obj, and then we put the I value here. Okay. Oh, and then we include the method name. So we do dot how to eat. All right. So pretty much, so uh, pretty much it casted on the new chicken constructor, which belonged to the object data type. We casted it to a can eat one, and then we can now check the how to eat method for the chicken. So it would print out this, and we do the same for the other method, the noise one. So the noise, the noise one belongs to the animal one, so we would cast it as an animal because see it's public. Uh the abstract method belong is inside the animal class. So what we would do is we do animal, so we can cast new chicken from an object data type to an animal data type, and we do obj I, and we do dot noise. Okay, so pretty much so pretty much the casting, it pretty much changes this. So we have, if you have object obj equals new chicken, when we cast it, the object gets overwritten by one of these. So it gets overwritten by, so it instead it turns into can eat for this one, and it turns into animal for this one. Okay, and else, if it's not an instance of can eat, then that means uh it's an instance of only animal. So we would just do system.out.println, and we just do animal, and we do obj I dot noise, because the only one that's only an instance of animal is um the lion class. Okay, so oh yeah, then we close the for loop, and as well, and everything else. All right, so that's pretty much